Welcome to Greenland Gamers. This is Bugg. Today we're playing Crucible again, and we've got a character intro for Bugg. Looks like a little robot of some sort. Should be interesting. We'll go ahead and get into practice and check this character out.
I hope I win.
You have a single regenerating medkit, which creates a healing area.
Okay, it says I have a single regenerating medkit. Creates a healing area. That's interesting. Let's check out the moves. Anti-grav. Move the same speed in all directions, regardless of facing. That's nice. Because usually if you're moving sideways, you'd go slower with the other characters. Thrusters is the escape move, propel you forward and vertically. Okay, that's good, so you can get out of places quickly. Shield burst, you, your seed pods, your plants, and nearby allies gain a temporary overshield. Interesting, so I'm assuming since it's all spread out like that, it's not just a single shield, it's probably like a skin on you, like a shield skin or something. I'm not sure, I'll have to see what that one does. E, crop dust, creates a slowing, damaging AoE beneath you. I wonder if that's kind of like the cloud, the electro cloud that we saw with the squirrel person, Tosca. But this one does slowing, damaging, and AoE. Have to try that one. Seed pod is a right click, fires a seed pod that can be activated by spraying. I assume the spraying is probably just the regular shot. Let's look here at the essence upgrades. We've got onboard diagnostics. Your medkit now regenerates every 30 seconds. It also creates a healing area for you, your plants, and allies. Okay, so that's nice. It's not just healing me, it's other things too. Realigned gyros. Normal movement increases from 4.5 to 5.5 meters per second. Okay, that's nice. Speed up. Tendon protect. Shield burst increases by 50%. That's good. Level 4 is a no-weed pesticide. Crop dust applies vulnerability. I assume vulnerability means that enemies get damaged more. We'll see that, I guess. Well, if I get up that high. High-grade biofuel. Grants initial burst of speed when using thrusters. Oh, so basically makes your escaping faster, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and try them out. Bugg. That's an interesting shot. It's got an arc to it. That might be kind of irritating to try and aim. We'll see here, though. You can hold it down, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Not much in the way of range, but you get more range by shooting up. At least if you're higher than your enemy. Just testing out the movement. Yeah, it is. Same speed any way you go. That's interesting. Yeah, you gotta aim high to be able to get anything to happen here. That's gonna be irritating. Huh. I bet it's one of those things where you kind of get used to it over time, or you just decide not to shoot things from far away and you have to get in closer. Let's see what right click does. That has to be activated, they said. Let me just... Does that do it? Oh, ooh, that's nice. That's cool. Can I get lots of these going? Okay, so I can get 3 at a time. My first one died at that point. Looks like they're on a timer, because the life bar is going down even though they're not getting hit. Let me just check and see if there really is a limit of 3. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a limit to 3, because that thing had a huge bar left. That's kind of cool. Temporary shield. I died. Those things shoot. Those things shoot poison things or something, because I was losing life. Okay, this guy isn't very fast. Looks like the escape move, though. There's no cooldown on it. It's just got a bar that tells you how much you can use it. You can hold it down. You can either just hit it to get a burst like that, or you can hold it down to go forward and up. Interesting. And that bar there in the middle determines how much of a boost you get or for how long. You can kind of aim it a little bit. It's not super easy to aim, but you can at least get a little bit of aim off of it. Okay, let me see. What was that? Crop dust. Okay, let's try it out. There we go. Let's go over there. This guy's pretty slow. Like, seriously slow. Okay, that was interesting. Those stick to the side of stuff, too. That's got a huge cooldown. Those guys again. Yeah, this guy doesn't have a whole lot of vertical range, but you can get a little bit of lift off of this. Gotta remember to always activate those things. If you just shoot them out there, they don't do anything. But if they're activated, they actually work pretty well, it looks like. Oh, that helped. I noticed that change in speed. Wow.
Come get heals.
Okay, so I've got a healing thing. So the healing thing only happens after it heals me, it looks like. And it's for a short period of time. That's interesting. Okay, let's try this again here. And it looks like there's a timer down there at the bottom next to my health bar for when I'm going to get another health pack. Dropped a cloud. Seems to kind of work. Looks like you don't have to be completely accurate in hitting your plants in order to activate them. Let's try this again. Let's see if it ups the timer on those, or what? Oh yeah. Okay, so that's one way to keep your plants from dying so fast. Let's use this healer thing. That's cool. trampling. So his gun is pretty weak, but it's not... I mean, it shoots fast enough that it kind of makes up for it. He also moves pretty slowly, but having an escape move available pretty much all the time does help. Interesting. I don't know how long that shield lasts, because I tried that shield, and I don't know if it blocked anything. Okay, something's going on with the bar at the bottom when I use that shield. It looks like it's making my bar a little bit bigger, and then it just kind of goes away as it gets hit. So it is adding a little bit of life to me. Yeah, this thing's so short range. It is nice you can place things on walls too, and it'll also work. Wow, they really took out my plant. I guess it makes sense that if a big, huge dinosaur thing steps on your plant, it dies. It does seem to slow them down a little bit when they're in that cloud.
Your shield burst now provides more protection.
Oh, well, that's nice. Shield burst provides more protection. Let's check it out. Okay, it's gone. It is really short-lived. It's basically one of those things, I think, that if you really need a shield just to get yourself out of a location, then that would be great. But you can't really rely on it to be able to run through a ton of enemies at once. Especially considering how slow this guy is. I do like this escape move though. It's very useful. He does need more height on it.
Should use a medkit.
It also doesn't help when you shoot something behind enemies and they can't get it. You can't hit the thing with your regular shot because the enemies are in the way. Ow. It doesn't quite reach. Too far out. He actually does decent damage if you combine his different things, like his plants and his shooting. Yeah, and everything does pretty good damage. I mean, even the dust cloud thing does pretty decent damage. I think the plants do more damage, but the dust cloud does slow them down. What else does it do? Crop dust. Slow damaging AoE, okay. So yeah, that wasn't good. Fell through a crack. That crop dust does do AoE damage, so it can hit more than one person at a time. It looks like all the plants just attack one enemy at a time, whoever's the closest. And oh yeah, just noticed down in the bottom next to all the stuff, next to the life bar and the abilities, it does actually say 3 of 3 for plants, so it just shows you how many plants you have out at the moment. There, plant just died, went down to 2 of 3, another plant just died, and went down to 1 of 3. Okay, so that's kind of helpful. Yeah, that escape move is kind of short-lived, but it can help. Yeah, this guy really cannot tank much damage. He is not a tank. Ow. That sucked.
Friends always share.
Okay, that didn't work. Ow. What? They're not close enough for this? There.
I'm ready to act.
Yeah, I died. Yeah, it doesn't look like this guy's very good at taking on bosses, probably. I mean, maybe I could figure out a way to use my plants to attack more effectively, but this guy just doesn't have much in the way of shielding of any sort, even though he has a shield. Or she, not even sure on that. But this thing does have a shield, but it's a very temporary shield and doesn't seem to do a whole lot of good. Well, overall, I'd say Bugg, not my favorite character, kind of fun to play a little bit. The shots being so short range and having the weird arc to them makes it so you pretty much have to be right up next to enemies, or you have to be really good at hidden arced shots in order to make use of it. The plants are a nice touch. I like being able to have 3 plants out at a time in order to to shoot things, even if I'm not directly aiming at them. One bad thing about the plants is that even though you can have 3 out at a time, they don't live very long. it is nice that you can get a med pack automatically. It's like automatically refreshes over time, but you are limited to a maximum of that one. And so even if you pick one up from the from the ground, you won't be able to have more than just the one. Also with that med pack that you use, it'll automatically, once it's done healing you, it'll spread out and heal others around you. Range is kind of short though, so your teammates, if you're doing actual PvP, or your plants just by yourself, have to be pretty close to you. Also the escape move, really nice to have available pretty much all the time. There's no real cooldown on it. It's just a gauge that once it runs out, you have to wait for it to recharge. It does recharge pretty quickly though, so not a huge deal on that one. It doesn't have a huge vertical range, and it's not super fast of an escape move, but it is nice to have. The crop dust. Crop dusting, that one, it looks like it could be more useful if you could get a bit more height off of it, so you could drop it on people. It's also a little bit hard to aim since it goes behind and below you. But with more practice, I think that would be an okay thing to use. It does slow things down and do damage in an AoE area. So not terrible. Decent.
Should use a medkit.
Yeah, it's telling me to use medkit. Yeah, good idea. But anyways, I think this Bugg is an interesting character. Again, not my favorite, but something to have fun with every now and then. So anyway, that's it for Bugg. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to get more videos about Crucible. Thanks. Bye.